But now I'm back home from work, so I'm going to share a little bit of more of my trades. Hopefully I find a way to do it mobily too, because I've still been trading, but just a lot more on the go. So it's hard to trade, working and all that. But yeah, happy Monday, gang. Hope you did well today. I only took 3 trades, so I'm very proud of myself. It was a great day. I was in and out of the markets working, and honestly, I could tell like how little I overtraded by my charting. Like only major algos showing, nothing too crazy. I felt like I did really well today, even if I was in the red, which I wasn't, but I'd be happy with this day regardless of the result, because I was just able to stay focused. Yeah, it all started with this trade right here, this short. I caught the top, and that was lucky. It was a Zomi. I didn't expect to just catch the top like that. Obviously, if I knew it, I would have sized up like crazy. But I've had this line drawn from a long time, pretty far back. If I wanted to show you guys, but see, sometimes you can see if I'm over trading, my lines go crazy. But yeah, this line has been fairly important all the way back to the beginning of August, right? You can see the sellers were here. There's been sellers there. You get the idea. And then when it bought up, sellers turned buyers right here. Came right back to this line. A lot of liquidity here, and you can see sellers. So I expected there to be some selling here, especially on a day like Monday, and I was hoping for the 5-day retest, but we didn't get it. Probably on some print, I guess we would have. I'm not quite sure about that, but yeah, I didn't expect it to go down like this. I expected some sort of a chop, which is why I didn't go heavy, and I had a large stop. My stop was like up obviously above this zone, right? And if it breaks, retest, and then keeps going, then I'm getting stopped out, right? But this was good. This was pretty much the trade of the day. I caught it, and then I was content. I was satisfied for the rest of the day. I really wanted a 5-day retest, which I'm sure a lot of us did. And there is a head and shoulder pattern forming here, even you get a nice little right there. Look at that. That's a great move. But there was no continuation, and you can't overtrade it. So my second trade was pretty much that idea, where the market's not continuing. There's some sort of dual algo set up right here, but you can see once it gets to this zone, you want to see it going down. You want to see the largest seller appear, and he did appear, but disappeared right away, and there's support forming, right? You can see the support's even getting stronger at this point. So I went long there. Again, not oversizing, being pretty careful these days. Caught that on the way up. I think I closed on this candle right here with this pink. So that was a good trade. And then right here, this was a lotto trade. So I caught it. That's where I took it. Somewhere in here, one of these 3 candles right here. I took the short, and then honestly I set my stop and then just left the charts, because I thought we could grind down. My idea was we would grind down pink, because as you can see, pink was just in control all day. Like look, from up here, right? It's just controlling this range. So I thought, okay, maybe we'll just grind down all day, get a 5-day retest. I left the charts, which is why I didn't even I could have closed here if I was sitting here and watching it, and then maybe left a runner or something. But no, I ended up getting stopped out maybe up here, which was no big deal. It was fairly small size. And yeah, that's my day. Really good day, man. 2 out of 3. So yeah, let's keep it going, man. I gotta stay focused and accept the losses as they come. You know, that's the hardest part. Just being able to accept defeat, stay humble, right? Because even in defeat, there's always something to learn, and there's really no point in getting tilted. I know we all go through it, and I go through it more often than I'd like to admit, but even when you lose, you can learn from it. And that's the beautiful part about the market, right? So stay focused, guys. We got this.